Roll the tape.
Good evening, guys. Just gonna speak to Elvis for a minute. Are they all ready for me, baby? Anyway, yep. Good evening, good evening. I tell you what, something's really happened to me today. Yes, nothing very much. Been watching a few films, but that's it. Doing some interview. Wasn't Beth good earlier? That was really good, wasn't it, Beth? Yeah. Oh God, it's nice to have her back. Anyway, I hear that she's finished with her boyfriend now. That's a bit thingy. You know, might be on my list. Might be on my radar. Ooh. No, won't be. No. Anyway, good. All right, Mark, how are you?
I'm fine.
Mark,
another Monday. It's another Monday night, Steve. They come round fast.
Oh yes, they do come around fast, don't they?
Yeah.
Hey, yes. I hear that. I watched the Bath Half Marathon the other day. You know the half marathon in Bath.
Right. Okay.
There's a place called Bath. You know Bath.
I know. There's a place called Bath. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And
they have half a marathon.
They have a half marathon. Yes.
Okay.
And as I was watching it, I thought I saw the tribute artist on there from the Elvis page from Facebook.
Oh, okay. Right.
Because people
were. Do you recognise him?
No, there's some people, some wigs falling off their heads and stuff like that, and somebody had a suit on, and they tripped over their suit and everything.
Oh dear.
And yeah, so there's a couple of things happened. I saw a Cadillac, by the way.
A pink one.
Oh yeah, pink one. Yeah.
It's got to be pink. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be pink. Yeah. Yes. Anyway, so what I really want to talk about tonight is kind of like talk about the news, basically, right?
So okay.
Right. So in the news, right? So this is what it is. I'm telling you about the news.
Right.
Right. Here we go. Here we go. Now, I want your really truth on this. Okay. The government are thinking about giving out £600 grants to everybody. What do you think of that?
It might skim the top off, in the broader picture wise. £600, is this for help with the cost of living crisis?
Yes, yeah.
Right. And are we talking, is this, because I know that there's going to be additional money given out for everybody, and then is it people on benefits and universal credit? Are they getting something? Are they getting £600 or something? Is that what you're referring to?
Well, yeah, everybody's supposed to be getting it. Apparently, it's going to be in 2 stages. It's going to be £300 one time, then later in the year, it's going to be another £300. But what I'm trying to say, that's all good and good. That's all good. But where is all this money coming from?
Well, they're on about the windfall tax, aren't they? On taxing the profits of the energy companies. That's where I understand the bulk of it is coming from. That it's going to be like a one-off windfall tax on, I think, their more recent profits that the energy companies weren't expecting in the first place anyway, and they were saying that they've got more money coming in than they know what to do with. So for me, that is the right place to get this funding from. From what I can gather, the government dragged its heels as it always does, and it did the U-turn that it always seems to do, because that was what Labour were pushing for. I'm just trying to get my head around those figures, because I thought it was going to be another £400 split into 2 instalments, and then people on benefits or low low earning thresholds, they were going to get an additional amount. So what are you reading from there? Is that a very recent thing you're reading? Because it might have changed, you see, because these things do change.
Yeah.
What you?
I was listening on my phone. Listening on my phone, and it says people on benefits and people who work will get a payment of £600. First payment will be in July. The second payment will be in autumn.
Yeah.
So
I think I fully applaud it. I'm fully behind it. I'm fully, in agreement with that. It's a pity that it had to, that the government had to be dragged kicking and screaming to get the funding from the windfall tax, if that's where the funding is coming from. That's what I understood it to be anyway. When they were talking about this additional help. But will it really be enough? I went shopping this morning, and I just can't believe. I sound like a pensioner now, don't I? I just can't believe how expensive everything is.
I know.
And then we've got petrol.
Trouble is, though, there are people who go around about 20 minutes before closing time so they can get all the bargains.
Yeah, all the stuff that's going off, and it's a bit, getting a bit minty is a word we use up here in Yorkshire. Oh, this bread's a bit minty.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I really, and that is one thing I don't like. Why should people have to make do with scraps off the table? Because that's what that is. And and I'm not knocking anybody for going to the supermarket 20 minutes before it closes, because to be honest with you, that routine, and it is a routine for a lot of people, is a lifesaver. It's the difference between eating and not eating. But I think it's absolutely appalling that that we have people having to do that. I just see that. Like I say, I call it scraps off the table. But anyway, that's where we are.
This poor old person on here on Facebook caught a fish. He was there for 7 hours trying to catch it. And apparently it turned out to be like this.
Well, I can see that, yeah. And it took how long to catch that? You say 7 hours?
7 hours.
Wow.
It was a flatfish. Yeah. Wonder if they found the right place for him. Anyway.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you. Also said about fish. Do you like seafood?
Yeah.
Do you love I'll tell you what, everybody, let us know if you do. Do you love them or you ate them? I love cockles.
Love them. Absolutely love them.
Yeah.
I do eat fish, and I like seafood. I don't eat meat. Now, people are going to say, hang on a minute, what's all that about? I just don't eat meat. But I love seafood like that. I'm a bit funny about fish. I don't know what it is. Haddock and cod I'm okay with. But I can tell when something isn't haddock or cod, and I'm not. I don't know. Like I say, I'm a bit funny about the taste of fish. But I love that. I love going to the seaside and cockles, and I've got to have both, and then drown it out in vinegar.
That's
perfect.
Pepper.
Never had pepper on, but yeah.
Oh, mussels and cockles for me. No. I went to the gym the other day.
Okay.
And I found something weird in the gym. There was a cat doing some exercises.
Hang on. I can.
Oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah, we've lost that.
Yeah, hang on. I'll come back to that. There was a cat who was doing some exercises, and I was thinking, yeah, okay. Well, it was just doing some exercises. I think he was doing his abs. You know what I mean?
Wilson.
Right, missed that one. Right, okay. But the trouble is, though, in life, though, right, with seafood and anything else like that, I, I don't mind having fish. I don't mind having cockles, mussels, whatever. But there's one thing I can't stand: is crab.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Don't- For
I've,
some reason,
I've tried it once and I didn't like the texture and the
I,
taste. I won't even go into that. Um, I think texture of food tends to be more of a, you know, a deciding factor rather than the taste of it sometimes. And oh, horrible. I think I was at a wedding when I tried it, and it was
you do.
it was awful. Crab, yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I don't
that's
even like
horrible.
crab paste. In sandwiches. This was it Sutherland spread or something that we used to have as kids. I think that
All
was the
right, yeah,
name of the. It was like you used to get like the potted meat and you could get like a tuna one or salmon
yeah,
and like the meat ones, and then there was a crab one, and even that was foul.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, eh? I don't know. Yeah, and all of a sudden, what I did find today on Facebook was this here. This is a dog who was kind of like having a race with their owner. What? Go.
We're still waiting for the starting pistol. I think there we are. Oh, go on, lad! It's even eating his.
There you go. So unbelievable. I tell you what, you know, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Elvis is coming back.
Go on.
He's on his way back, and I hear Elvis always these tribute artists now they eat a lot of food, nice food now.
Look at that. What the hell is it? Tomato. I can make out tomatoes. Is that mushrooms at the top?
Yeah,
Is that prawns?
yeah.
What's that at the bottom? I can see runner beans or something.
Well, I don't know, but
It looks
apparently,
absolutely delicious.
no, 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 no. 6 hours later, he started running to the toilet, and when he came back out again, he said he was all shook up from it. Anyway, yeah. Also, I'll tell you what is happening at the moment. Um, People are getting so excited about the about Jubilee. You know, about the
Jubilee.
yeah, yeah. People, yeah, yeah. Oh God, what was happening?
Oh,
You know,
okay.
you know. And if you live in Bradford now, you know what they do in Bradford? Instead of instead of putting things in their bottles or their bloody drink cartons, picking
Mm.
it all up, they're bugging it into places. Look,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
they're bugging it in duck trucks or cars and everything.
yeah.
Now you
Is
watch
that in
this.
Bradford? Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
But that is rude. That is Bradford people again. You know.
Well, there's
Um,
not much else to do up here, you see, so you've got to be inventive.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. This is Mark Memphis. Yeah, yeah. This is Mark Memphis years ago with Buddy Oddie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was me all those years ago. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you gonna wear that
nostalgia
too?
is this? Yeah.
Are you gonna?
Go
I,
on.
you can tell that I haven't had nothing planned for tonight, can you? Um,
Yes.
I'm just winging it. Um, yes. Well, if you haven't got a coal fire, Might as well have a fire outside. There you go, look. Oh, look at those nice fire.
Oh,
Huh?
that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Police came about 20 minutes later. Apparently, they found a wig in there. Yeah.
They're well done because they can be flammable. You say you got to be careful.
That's it, see, yeah, yeah, that was it. Have you ever, in your, really in Bradford, where you live, when you're going around doing these singing things, pubs and
Yeah.
club and everything, do you wear a lot of, do you personally wear wigs and dress up with everything?
No, I don't wear a wig. No, it'd be far too hot to wear a wig. And I've also got a turbo fan now, which costs about £75, and it's really, really powerful, and it's been a lifesaver these past few weekends because it's been really, really warm.
Oh
And
no.
if I was wearing something on top which wasn't part of my original DNA, shall we say, that turbo
Yeah,
fan would soon have it off. It'd
yeah,
be it'd be airborne,
yeah.
and
I know about that. You know what? You know that what's that club you was at the weekend?
I was at the Dennerby and Cadeby Miners Social Club. That was down
That's
in
it.
Rotherham.
That's it.
Yeah.
Where you ran out half naked, wasn't it?
Well, there's a rumor. There is a rumor that happened, and
Oh, don't worry. You
I'm
don't
in
have
no
to tell
position
me.
to confirm or deny it, Steve, because it adds to the mystique.
You don't have to tell me, Mark. I've got it here. All evidence.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I'm happy that the blurred out my face
Yeah, yeah.
because yeah,
Yeah. Did you
but
get
yeah,
me? How'd your Father's Day go for you?
went very well. I saw all three of my kids, and I received some very nice presents from them. Would you like to see them?
Yeah, show me. Yeah.
Okay, bear with me a second. Now, I don't know what they're trying to tell me, but my daughter, who is 31, bought me, and where are we? Bought me this
Oh yeah.
nice
Yeah.
big bottle of Bell's whiskey.
She's 31.
She's 31. She's my eldest child, and then a little bit later on in the afternoon, my two sons came to visit me, they're 13 and soon to be 11, and they bought me some Jack Daniels. So I don't know what they think their dad is, but
So
he's
so
very happy. He's very happy.
so you're an alcoholic then?
It would appear so. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
The thing is, I've still got the bottles of whiskey and Jack Daniels from not only Christmas but my birthday, which was 3 months ago. So I've got I've got quite a little distillery going on up here.
Gosh, you're gonna be
Yeah.
all
So
right.
no, but it's very nice, and it's you know. Do you think it's
But
weird that around the world we all celebrate Father's Day on the same day? So I've got friends over in America, and they were, I could see their posts on Facebook. They were all, either sending heavenly Father's Day wishes to the fathers who are no longer with us, or what have you. But Mother's Day, we have ours in March, and in America they have theirs in May or thereabouts.
it's bad, though, isn't it? Really, isn't it? They
It should
should.
be.
You know, Mother's Day should be. No, they have Mother's Day, but when Father's Day comes, how many cards I got? None.
Really.
I feel sad. Yeah, yeah. I do really feel sad.
Is somebody burning the chips there?
Yeah, no. I'm trying to
Oh,
escape at the moment.
oh Lordy.
There you go. Look.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I want to talk to you about. Let's put the phone down from there. But do you know, in Bradford, why is it it's all red bricks? You go past a chippy, It's red brick. Go past the butchers, it's all red brick.
It's not. You'll find that that's more Leeds than Bradford. Leeds is very, very um, overburdened with red brick buildings in terms of housing. In Bradford, I mean, like I live in a cottage which is 210 years old, I think, and a lot of the, unless the new houses, a lot of
Is that your own cottage?
No, I rent this. I've been here 3 years.
It's a lovely little cottage.
It is. It's just got 2 rooms. It serves its purpose. It's it's nice. It's a nice chill out place. But what I'm trying to say is,
I reckon we should have a tour.
No,
cottage.
because maybe one day I'd need to tidy up a little bit. That might happen one day. I might treat you to a behind the scenes tour of the Mark Memphis gaff. But a lot of the houses, Steve, in Bradford are dated from the sort of like Victorian era, really, and before. A lot of them are made out of Yorkshire stone, which is nice and sandy coloured. So red brick isn't really something I'd associate with Bradford. I can't really. I mean, yeah, there's the odd. I'm sure there's the odd house somewhere which is constructed with brick, but I think that's certainly more Leeds, like the Hare Hills area and what have you, and Beeston. Those areas of Leeds are nothing but rows and rows and rows and rows of red brick terrace houses. So I'm always happy to debunk the more negative misconceptions about Bradford. So yeah, I'm glad you asked the question.
No, I think Bradford is a lovely place. Bradford is a lovely place.
Do you know it is? And I've said this to you before many, many times, but it's no different and it's no better and it's no worse than anywhere else, really. I can go to Leeds, I can go to Manchester, I can go to Sheffield, for example, and these are cities that are supposedly more high profile than Bradford. Bradford's a little bit of a poor relation compared to those other cities, and I just see, decay and all the rest of it just as much as I do in the worst parts of Bradford. Again, I don't think it's any worse or any better, really. It gets we get a lot of negative appraisals, shall we say, because of the things that have happened here, and sadly, we seem to have had our fair share of serial killers. Black Panther, the Black Panther, the Yorkshire Ripper, Crossbow Cannibal. People associate Bradford, of course, with our Asian community, but hey ho, it's not a terrible thing.
No, that is really bad. That is. I won't let you go there on a match day, Bradford,
what
on a match day?
Well, you've spoken about this before, didn't you once? Didn't you once lose an ice cream or something?
I did. I come with the Plymouth Argyle and oh gosh, that was bad. That was sharing the taxi with 20 Asians. Gosh, oh god.
A taxi with what? 20 Asians?
Yeah.
What, in the same taxi?
Yeah.
Were it a minibus or a taxi?
It was a taxi. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they were on the roof and I was in the taxi.
Right.
Right, okay. I tell you what, do you know the Sparrow at all in Bradford?
No.
You don't know the Sparrow?
The Sparrow?
What
is it a place or is it a thing or is it a person? Is it a...
It's no, it's a place. It's a place. The pub Sparrow. Yeah.
I was wondering if you were going to say it was a pub. That's actually ringing a bell. I'm not sure it's there anymore. Maybe I'll have to do a Google search afterwards. And
Okay. How about City Vaults?
City Vaults is still there, yeah.
Yeah, lovely place
Yeah.
that is.
Yeah, it used to be a bank building. That's why it's called the City
That's it.
Vaults.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It used to be the old platform in Bingley, didn't it, or something?
I think so, yeah. When were you last in the City Vaults?
Oh,
A
I'm
while ago.
talking about a while ago.
Oh yeah, it's twice as big now, because there were some former bank buildings behind, and this must have been about 6 years ago. They've knocked through the walls and they've extended into there, so it's even bigger now. Yeah.
Ah,
And across the road from the City Vaults, you've got the Wool Exchange, which is now a Waterstones bookshop, but that was a very, very historic building because obviously Bradford's claim to fame on the worldwide stage was the textile industry, the wool mills, and all the rest of it.
yeah, the
And
wooden
the Wool
mills. Yeah.
Exchange, that's where all the mill owners used to go and strike their deals, shall we say, and everything was done on a handshake, none of these contracts or what have you. Yeah.
Ah. So do you? So when you kind of like doing all your gigs in,
Mm.
it's all your gigs in Bradford, or some of them are outside of Bradford?
No, they're all over. Bradford gigs tend to be few and far between at the moment for some reason. I mean, like the last weekend, I did two Friday night and Saturday night down in Rotherham, different places. I'm down that way again on Saturday night, and on Sunday night, I'm doing a gig on the back of a truck in Manchester. So it's
Back of
all
a truck.
I go all over really.
Is that when you're leaving, or is that when you're arriving?
No,
Back on a
it's
truck. What you
in a truck in the middle of in behind some pub. It's an outdoor gig, from what I can gather.
doing? All
Um,
right.
I've done a couple of outdoor gigs in my time that they're very nice at night. Especially on a nice
What on a
summer's
truck?
evening. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
It's like like a lorry trailer. Um,
Yeah.
and they have ones, like, because if you see a lorry, it's like a canvas covering. So like one side of the lorry is sort of like, they've got the canvas covering sort of like rolled up, and it's on the roof of the thing. So it's like a stage area. And like saying, I like doing them when you're in the middle of nowhere in the countryside and it's getting dark, and you see strange insects flying around your lights and things like that. I like that. It's quite cool.
Strange insects.
Yeah, really straight. You don't know what they are. You don't know if they're mosquitoes or dragonfly or
Or wigs.
pterodactyls, wigs even. Yeah, 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 yeah. Strange insects. Like I say, you don't know what they are, and then you probably don't know what they are because they're flying around coloured lighting. You see, so they're not going to look like they normally do, and then you'll see huge shadows of moths and things like that. So it's pretty cool.
Do you believe in UFOs?
Uh, in theory, yes. Yes, I do. I don't believe that we are the only living um, beings, you know, anywhere in this universe or the next million universes. I believe there is life out there somewhere, and I don't believe in UFO sightings. If that's what you're asking.
No. No.
Um, but I definitely, I mean, and I believe in UFOs because I believe in airplanes. So if we've got the knowledge and the technology and the wisdom to build an aircraft and fly it, or a rocket, a space shuttle, whatever you want to call it, or a
Yeah.
satellite, and launch it into space, there has
Yeah.
to be not a parallel universe, but you know what I mean. There's got to be something else out there that's had a similar chemical reaction that's created life and evolved over millions and millions of years. So yeah, I do believe in it.
Well, you have got something out there. You've got Boris Johnson.
Well, he's just a
No.
he's just a being.
Yeah.
But there's a very low intelligence being, a worthless being.
Right. I'll tell you what. In the United States, where it's Area 51.
Mm-hmm. I believe it is. Yeah, yeah.
Well,
is that the part of the sky where it all happens?
Well, that's
or
what
is that where all the sightings are? If you know what I mean, is that where?
Yeah,
yeah.
And they got underneath bunkers, and they think that there's like aliens in there and everything.
Mm.
You know. Well,
yeah.
the other day apparently, a UFO crashed on one of the United States sites, and he had a
Well, he's queuing a video up, ladies and gentlemen. Go on.
No, I'm not queuing a video up at all. I'm just saying. Apparently, it was a UFO landed on the ground, and an alien came out with an Elvis suit on him and said, "Oh, welcome to Earth." You know, something like that. You know. Well, what's wrong with that? But
nothing's wrong with that.
Do you think Area 51 do have kind of like, aliens in there, or do you think that they have found aliens?
No, I don't, because I don't believe that it would have. I don't know. I don't know, Steve, because I'd like to think, right, that if something entered our atmosphere and was flying around this planet, a visitor from another world, another universe, it'd be something we'd all see. We'd all see it. It wouldn't be this hidden, classified, event that only the privileged few can see. And chances are, if something did fly over that, was it Area 50? What would you say it was? Area what?
Area 51.
Yeah, Area 51. And and the craft was seized, and you can't tell me that there wouldn't be more UFOs or spacecraft coming to try and retrieve, because that's what we'd do.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, Steve. Because if I was to say I didn't think that was possible, then I'm just contradicting myself by saying that I don't believe in other life forms having access to space travel. So who knows? But I would imagine that it'd be something that a lot more people would see.
Right.
And it'd be quite a spectacle, and it'd be, it's not something that would remain classified, because whether you like it or not, the sky is something we can all see, not just a designated part of the world where only they can see the sky. But hey, what do I know?
Yeah. The last bit, what I want to talk about is the something that I wanted to show you about Area 51, actually.
Okay.
If I'll get it to load up. When it loads up, that is. There you go. I hate it when you got different years.
They don't have this problem on Mars. They don't have this problem on Mars, Steve.
No. They get everything all right on Mars.
They do, yeah.
Yeah. Right, okay, here we go.
Here we go. Roll the tape.
If you sat down, I think, and talked to everybody, why are you...
Can't see it, Steve. All can see is me.
It all has to do with the superstition of something great is the truth.
All right. Okay.
It is.
Plus, we actually met an alien.
We did.
He's hiding in the mine shaft right now. Holy!
You can see people.
Why are you here? It all.
I am for a second, I'll just putting that on, sorry. Have you got it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Can
Yeah,
you see it now, Mark?
I can see
Okay,
a
that's
sky and a sign in silhouette.
Go for a little walk. That's it. It's a silhouette.
Right. Okay.
All has to do with the superstition of something out there,
Something greater.
which is the truth.
Yeah,
The truth is out there.
it is.
Plus, we actually met an alien.
We did.
He's hiding in the mine shaft right now.
You can see people coming down the road here, hoping to see the aliens.
When a Facebook event planning a raid on Area 51 went viral, it wasn't clear how many people were joking and how many would actually show up at the secretive military base in search of aliens.
Do you want this in the background?
You're Washington Post.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Little aliens.
Oh, I want to move
No,
that.
you can't move it.
Yeah,
100%.
there we go.
I'm like 100% confident that I paid to be here.
So you think everyone here is here ironically?
Yeah, this is a meme. This is
I
like,
think 99% of people are.
99? I've talked to a lot of people, and so far people here have some like genuine interest in aliens and
No way.
a belief. Yeah.
At least 2,000 people came to a festival in Rachel, Nevada, located near the gates leading to Area 51.
Yeah, we could only get so much time off of work. We decided that consequences don't exist. So we might as well come here and have a good time while we're down.
What actually happens when a joke on the internet crosses over into real life? What are you here to do?
Free the aliens.
I had to see for myself.
I'm following this pair who I met, who are incredibly charming, this pair of women, one of whom turns 53 today, has bright blue-green hair. She told me a story of how she had had a close encounter with a UFO in 1984 as a young woman, as a teenager.
Happy birthday,
yeah, thank you.
Pulled over the car, opened the door, I got out, walked right up to it, and just stood and watched it. It's all the lights just, like I said, when I called the sheriff's department after the whole thing, and they said they had hundreds of calls that night. They were not shocked. When I got home, my parents were sitting there, 18 years old, 17. I walked in, I said, "You're not going to believe this." And he said, "What?" I said, "You ready?" We just saw a very apprehensive UFO. And my mom immediately laughed, and my dad looked at me pretty serious and said, "I believe you. I don't even want to make people believe if they don't. You don't believe there's other life somewhere else. This is it. That's fine. That's your own, you know." I'm open.
The raid was originally planned on Facebook to take place between 3 and 6 a.m. on September 20th. Karen and her best friend Marge invited me to come with them to the so-called front gate that dawn.
All right. Okay. It is it's 4:30. Well, that's halfway between 3 and 6 when the raid is officially originally supposed to happen on Facebook. And I am driving out to the front gate to not trespass, but rather to see if anyone else has.
Oh, they're there.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going down. We're going down to Area 51 from Wisconsin. Woo! I got my see the Maryland.
Oh, no.
They can't stop us all. And we're the only all out of all that Facebook stuff? Are you kidding? What's this? I said maybe we should try the other gate, but it's almost 6. I know.
While things at the front gate were peaceful, the scene at the back gate was another story.
Everyone! We're here for photos! We're here to rescue aliens!
Maybe they can hear you.
Yeah, let's see them aliens! We know it's ready! Come on, bring them out!
As morning arrived, despite the lack of a raid, a UFO sighting, or any signs of alien life, Karen had gotten what she came for.
Are you glad you came down?
I'm so glad I came. This experience, I wouldn't give it up for the world. This is awesome. Area 51. This is a bucket list place. You have to come. Alien life. Woo!
There you go.
There you go. Where have you gone, Steve?
I'm here. Don't laugh. Yeah, so anyway, so I was falling asleep. No, I didn't. I wasn't falling asleep. So, Area 51, people think, yes, there's aliens in there, but what do you think? No?
Well, I mean, that whole thing about what was going on in that video, it's an experience, isn't it? I think it's like these paranormal ghost hunters that go into a haunted house. It's all part of the.
About that. Oh, God.
Well, we'll save that for another show. But what I'm trying to say is that I think the experience of it is what it's about, rather than the actual spotting of UFOs or aliens. But what I will say is the sky looked amazing at the different points of the of the night, and as morning broke. I bet it's a fantastic place to be.
Yeah.
Because it'd be so vast. We don't really appreciate that over here in the UK, I don't think. Like over in America, where they've got these vast spaces. Imagine stood in the middle of nowhere in Arizona or something at night. The view of the stars would be amazing. And then watching the whole sky come to life as dawn breaks. So that'd be pretty cool as well, I think, to experience that. But
Yeah,
do I take the contents of that video seriously? Probably not. I think it's
yeah.
it's but if people have it, like, you've got to have interests, you've got to have hobbies, you've got to have a passion for something, and if it's making them happy, she were happy at the end of it, so all power to her.
Right. Okay. Good. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. Don't forget next week. Oh, next week I forgot to tell you, Mark. We've got a plate spinner next week who's going to come on, and he's a circus type thing, and he's going to tell us about his time at Shippo Circus. I don't know if you know Shippo Circus.
No, is that on our show? Is that next Monday? Right. Okay.
Yeah. And what he's going to do is going to do some plate spinning for us, and do some other tricks and everything, and things like that. He's a right laugh, and hopefully, and we're going to have a bit of fun with him. And you never know what's going to happen. So, until next week, guys. Thank you very
Counting
much.
down the minutes already.
Mark, thank you so much for joining me again.
Anytime,
Okay.
mate. Anytime.
And don't forget, folks, in future, from next week onwards, somebody might get a phone call with a wind up. Wonder who that could be. So let me know if you know anybody who wants to be winded up on the phone and everything. Let us know, and I can possibly definitely do that. That'd be a good have too. So let us know in the inbox and we'll do that. Right, have a good week, Marcus. See you
You
later.
too. I'll see you next week, mate.
Thank you very much. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye.